Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Addie and welcome to my favorite video of the month, and it is the random prompts pick my TBR. I am genuinely so obsessed with this video because I just have so much fun doing it. Like, I love picking out the TBR for the month, like starting out so fresh and new. I was gonna switch it up this month, to be honest, and like do it a different way, but I just love the TBR jar so much, and I don't think it's going anywhere. This is just how I like to do it. We have 2 books that I have set because they're my book club books, and then I think I'm gonna do 8 prompts so I can have 10 options throughout the month. I'm not gonna read 10 books. I just like to have the option of 10 books, and I like to stare at them and feel like I have options, because like I'm never gonna read my entire TBR. I just know that. Maybe in the summer I will, but for right now I have finals, so I guess we'll see. But I'll pick out 8 prompts. My first book is Funny Feelings by Emily Henry, which I'm probably honestly going to read before. It's probably my next read. It's like April 24th today, so I'm probably gonna read it. I might read it before May, but it's on the TBR because it's for my book club. And then my other book club book of the month is we're reading A Tempest of Tea by Hafsa Faizal, I think that's how you say it, and I'm very excited about both of those, so I'm not gonna get too much into them. And yeah, let's just get to the prompts because that's the fun part. First prompt is inspired by mythology. I think I know what I'm gonna do for this one, to be honest. I am going to go with Lovely War by Julie Berry. I've had this book on my TBR for so long, like probably 5 years maybe, so I think it's time to knock her off. And I think it has a really cool concept though. I've been really excited to read it. I've like kind of been reminded of its existence, so I've kind of really excited to read it. It says, in the perilous days of World War I and II, the gods held the fates and the hearts of 4 mortals in their hands. It's about like the story of 4 humans told by the goddess Aphrodite, who must spin the tale or face judgment on Mount Olympus. So that's a really like cool concept. Like, I've never heard of that before, so I'm very excited to read that. I think that'll be cool. Also, it looks really long, but like the chapters are so short, and I love that. So I'm excited to put this on the TBR. Let's go to the next prompt. Shake, shake, shake. Let's see. Wait, this one's kind of fun. It's boyfriend pics. So I'm not sure I'm gonna do this one. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I do this a lot sometimes. When I like don't know what to read, I like random number generate it. So I'm gonna random number generate. There's a prompt in here that's random number generator. So if that pops up, this is how I'm gonna do it for that too. I do it first by stack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 stacks. And then I count how many books are in that stack. I got 2 of this stack, and I'm gonna do that like 5 times, and then I'm gonna let him pick out of those 5. Okay, so I've picked out the 5 books, and I have Alice Feeney, His and Hers. I would not be sad if this was picked. Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. This is the one I really want to get picked though, so I really hope he picks this. The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston, and then Set on You by Amy Lee, and Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmis. So I'm gonna send him a picture. Okay, he has gotten back to me, and he did not pick the one I wanted, but he also did not pick the one I didn't want. So there's that. And again, perfect for some fun vacation, and it is Set on You by Amy Lee. And you know, this is gonna be really fun. Honestly, I'm not surprised he picked this because it had like weights on the cover, and like I should have known this is what he was gonna pick. It's a gym nemesis pushes a fitness influencer to the max in Amy Lee's steamy debut romantic comedy, which does sound really fun. I think this will be fun for just like a fun little beach read. And the next book I'm kind of interested in. Like, I think I bought this one because the second book looked better to me. So if I read this, I can read that one. So this is good. I'm actually happy he picked this. Okay, the next prompt pink or red on the cover. There's honestly just too many options for this, so I'm just going with the first one that I saw because I'm gonna get overwhelmed if I don't. And I'm just gonna go with Wild Love by Elsie Silver because I think I'm going on vacation in May, so I'm trying to pick like a few at least like lighthearted books that will be fun to read on vacation. And I've just been dying to read this book because I love Elsie Silver so much. So, and I knew I wanted this on the TBR, so I'm gonna go with Wild Love. And this one is, I know it's a single dad. She's been driving him wild for years, the good kind of wild, the bad kind of wild, but mostly the kind of wild that comes with wanting your best friend's little sister and knowing you can't have her. Oh, and he's a billionaire. He's a single dad billionaire, and it's best friend's little sister, and it's brother's best friend romance. So and Elsie Silver never misses, so I'm super excited about this. So this is going to go right here. I think we're on our 4th one. About sports. We are just getting, like, this is not a high fantasy month so far. I think I know which one I'm gonna do for this, but I'm not 100% sure, but I'll go look. I've narrowed it down to 4 options with this one. I have Say You Swear by Megan Brandt, I have Collide by Bal Cabra, and The Graham Effect by Elle Kennedy, and Caught Up by Liz Tomford. This is a really hard choice, to be honest. I think every single one is a hockey romance. Oh wait, no, this is baseball. There's 2 hockey, 1 baseball, and 1 football. This is so hard. I might do football because of the Tortured Poets department. Caught Up seems good because but I'm already reading a single dad romance with Wild Love. I have so much romance this month. Like, this is very off-brand for me, but you know what? Beginning of summer, maybe. No, I'm not sure how I feel about this, but you know, there's still 4 more options to get 4 fantasies. So I guess we'll see if that happens. Oh my god, this is so hard. I don't think I'm gonna do Say You Swear because I just don't think I'm in the mood for it. I think Collide, honestly. These 2 authors I know I like, so I know I'm gonna like one of these 2. But if I'm bringing on vacation, I want to be safe. I don't think I'm gonna want 2 single dad romances, so I think I'm gonna put Caught Up away. So it's between Collide and The Graham Effect. I've had The Graham Effect on my TBR for longer. Wait, have I? I feel like I have. Yeah, I think it's been on my TBR for longer. Every single book on this TBR is pink. It's fine. I also have The Perilous Undertaking. I'm in the middle of the Veronica Speedwell series right now, so I still have that going. I think I'm gonna go with The Graham Effect. Keep it going. It's an interesting TBR I have so far. I'm not quite sure how I feel about it. I need a fantasy. I need to get a fantasy going. Part of a series. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna pick a fantasy. I just don't know which one yet. This is gonna be hard because like all fantasy books are part of a series. Okay, I'm not gonna think too hard about this because the series thing is kind of stressing me out. So I'm gonna go with Guild by Raven Kennedy. So I've heard really good things about it, and it's like a fantasy romance, and I think this would be a fun series to start. The myth of King Midas reimagined shows the dark side of greed through the eyes of the woman he gold touched. This compelling adult fantasy series is as addictive as it is unexpected. With romance, intrigue, and danger, the gilded world of Aurea will grip you from the very first page. So I think that sounds like something right up my alley. I think it looks pretty quick. The words are super big and the pages are small. I think that'll be a fun series to start. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 3 more to go. Okay, let's do the next one. Book with a map. It's kind of fun. Okay, so we're getting another fantasy because fantasy books have the maps mostly. For this one, I think I'm going to go with The Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson, and it does have a map. It's right here, and I picked this one because it's a standalone fantasy, and I think it'd be good not to start another series right away and like just add another series to add. I like the standalone, and the front of the page is for all the girls who found themselves in books, which I love that little shout out. I think this one is also about who's raised as a foundling in one of the Ostermere's great libraries. Elizabeth has grown up among the tools of sorcery, magical grimoires, and that whisper on the shelves and rattle beneath iron chains. If provoked, they transform into grotesque monsters of ink and leather. She hopes to become a warden charged with protecting the kingdom from their power. Yeah, I like that it's about, like, there's libraries, there's witchy stuff, so I think this book is going to be so right up my alley, and I'm very excited about it. And next book. Oh, It's over 500 pages. Okay, it's gonna pick a long one now. I really wanted a thriller because I haven't had a thriller in a while, but there's no thrillers I know that are over 500 pages. Maybe the next one will let me pick a thriller, but this one's probably gonna be fantasy, I assume. It's gonna be a long fantasy. Let's just check. Let's see what we got. I wonder if the reappearance of Rachel Price is over 500. No, it's around 430. Oh, you know what I got back here? There's some long ones back here. Fear the Flames, which 567. There's this. There's Delicious Monsters I've been wanting to read. This one is 502 pages. Maybe I'll go with this one. Let's see. They both look very similar. I think those are probably the two that I'm most intrigued by. They actually both look so good. I feel like this one's kind of like high fantasy, and this Fear the Flames more high fantasy, and Delicious Monsters is more like urban mystery fantasy. Decisions are so hard. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I really don't know. I think I'm gonna go with Fear the Flames. Maybe I think it'll be more fast-paced, which I think will be good for a beach read. And there's dragons on the chapter marks, which I like. Okay, I'm gonna go with Fear the Flames after much agonizing. It's about princess, prisoner, runaway queen. Elwyn Atara, princess of Imarath, came into the world like a firestorm made flesh. A princess with a link to 5 dragons should have been a blessing to her kingdom, but her blessing became her curse. The little girl in shackles became a knife-wielding woman for a thirst for retaliation. It looks good. I'm just gonna go with it. It's a high fantasy, new adult romantasy. It's a pretty safe option. I'm gonna like it. Oh my god, I don't think there's gonna be room for one more. I guess we'll see. This is the last one. And I also have my book club books. I have a lot of really long books to read in May. New author. Okay, I wonder if I have any new thriller authors. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I really want a thriller. And I'm gonna go with Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell. I've never read a Lisa Jewell book. I know she's iconic. And I want to read her new book, the podcast one. So I really want to read this one that I already own first. So I'm gonna go with her because she's a new author for me. It says, no one ever just disappears. Ellie Mack was the perfect daughter, and then she was gone. 10 years later, after Ellie's disappearance, her mother, Laurel Mack, is trying to put her life back together when she meets an unexpectedly charming man in a cafe. Before she knows it, she's meeting Floyd's daughters, and his youngest daughter, Poppy, takes Laurel's breath away. Because eerily precocious Poppy is a spitting image of Ellie. And now the unanswered questions she tried so hard to put to rest begin haunting Laurel anew. Where did Ellie go? Did she run away from home, as the police have long suspected, or did something more sinister happen? It's an emotional, resonant tale of one's mother's quest to uncover the clues she failed to recognize and finally discover the truth of what happened to her daughter. This looks really good, so I'm gonna add that because I think I really want a thriller, and it just barely fits. Overall, the TBRs: Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell, Fear the Flames by Olivia Rose Darling, Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson, Guild by Raven Kennedy, The Graham Effect by Elle Kennedy, Set on You by Amy Lee, Wild Love by Elsie Silver, and Lovely War by Julie Berry. I'm pretty excited about this month's TBR. It's a lot of pink, which I love, and I think I'm going to end up really enjoying it. I think it's going to be a fun TBR. So yeah, I'm excited. And if you want to see me reading some of these books, I do reading vlogs every week of what I'm currently reading. So if you are interested in that, please subscribe, and you can see my vlogs every Sunday. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. This is my favorite video to film. I literally look forward to it every month, and thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a fabulous week, and let me know what's on your TBR for the month. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!